Another series start and a win for the Yankees, 5-2 over the Texas Rangers. And some highlights here. I mean, Will Warren, he's showing us something here. He looks like he gets better with each start, right? He's gaining confidence, and we'll box score this guy, right? Today he went 5 2/3, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts. He's getting like 9 and 10 strikeouts, or at least 8 strikeouts in the last, I don't know, 4 outings now. So he's really showing us. And ZRA's dropped from like 6 down to 4.05. So on 101 pitches. Then Mark Leiter Jr. came in, threw an inning, a third, clean ball, 2 strikeouts. Devin Williams came in, an inning, clean ball, 2 strikeouts. Ian Hamilton, I got to say, of all the relievers that are coming back, he might be the one that's going to be put on a short leash. He might be on thin ice because of this stuff like this, because it's been happening a little bit more frequently with him. So he's a guy that might be, they might move on from once these other guys come back, Cousins and E. Frost and Beater and all these other dudes. So it's someone I will keep an eye out for. And then obviously Luke Weaver came in through 2 pitches and got the help get the win. So, and that's it for the pitching. Now on the offensive side, Paul Goldschmidt 1 for 3. Trent Grisham 2 for 4. Dude is still bringing it, man. I gotta tell you. Aaron Judge 2 for 4 with an 8th inning home run, his 16th home run. He has 16 home runs and he's 43 RBIs now. So he's on pace for a nice year. Really nice. He's batting 403 also. Cody Bellinger 1 for 4, batting 258. Anthony Volpe 1 for 4, batting 235. Ben Rice 2 for 3 with a home run as well, off of Patrick Corbin. DJ LeMahieu 0 for 3. Austin Wells 0 for 2. And Oswald Peraza 0 for 3, batting 164. And that's pretty much it. They did strike out 6 times, only had 3 walks. But all in all, they only left 5 guys on base. And they got clutch hits when they needed it. So it was a good, clean Yankees win against a pretty tough team. So tomorrow, Jacob deGrom is on the mound. So not going to get any easier. And he's back to being the Jacob deGrom that we all know. That is damn good. So one of the better pitchers in baseball. Shout out to everybody in the chat too. El Mets, Stephen B, Jonathan, Ken. What's happening, gang? Yeah, Beagle. Peraza was a fantastic catch too. Yep. He's known for that glove. Yep. 9 over 500. Peters in the building too. Consigliere's here. The Tom Hagen on the channel right there. The Yankees win. Wink. Demon D. Peanut. Ray. Brandon. The whole crew is here. It's always a party when the crew is here. But today, I mean, it was about the Yankees pitching and some clutch hits. Aaron Judge again gave him some cushion in the bottom of the 8th, which is what's nice. So tomorrow will be tough. And we got to jump on Jacob deGrom early, right? It's Ryan Yarborough for us against Jacob deGrom for them. So it's going to be a tough game. And but if the Yankees, can pull off another win, they win the series. Whether it's tomorrow or Thursday, they'll win the series, right? And then we go to Colorado, and I think it's the Thursday game that's early. It's 12 o'clock or something like that. So then they could travel and play in Colorado the next day. So against the Rockies. So Ben Rice hit a home run. Aaron Judge hit a home run. Ben Rice has 10 homers too. But we have like several guys on pace for 25, 30 home runs. Several guys. So I just like what I'm seeing with this team. It's a well-oiled unit, right? They're playing well together. They mesh well together. They support each other. I really, really like that. I really, really do. So Brian Cashenzor is the host of the Story of My Number. Is she really? I didn't know that. That's cool. Good for her. Yeah, Peraza is a fantastic fielder. And he can't hit his head with a plastic bag or a paper bag, right? So, which is why there's other calls for guys like Jesus Rodriguez and some of these other guys that are in-house as options who can hit from the righty side much better than Jesus and then Peraza. And I mentioned somebody earlier, Cooper Hummel, who's a utility man that the Yankees signed in April very quietly, who might be a replacement for either Reyes or somebody who's filling for Cabrera, who's not this year because we don't have a utility player right now. So he could serve that role. He's a switch hitter too, just like Cabrera. So I will see, Brandon. I don't know. I'm not predicting anything if we lose or not. Yarborough's been pretty solid with us too. So we'll take the game as it comes tomorrow. The Yankees will have their opportunities. So, yeah. Cat Chase done it. Yeah, Lou Brown. Yeah. I hear that, Ray. Yeah. None of this nonchalant stuff, man. No, I hear that. Totally hear that, man. Can't have that type of stuff here. Can't do it. Your finest is right, Demon D. That's right. That's right. Now, around the horn, we'll round robin this around the league. Okay, what do we have here? Right now, the White Sox are up 1-0 on the Mariners in the third. The Brewers are up 3-2 on the Orioles in the eighth. The Phillies are up 4-1 over the Rockies in the fifth. The Royals and Giants, no score in the first. Angels and A's, no score in the first. And Diamondbacks and the Dodgers play at 10-10 tonight. But completed games, Detroit Tigers beat the Cardinals 5-2. The Blue Jays beat the Padres 3-0. The Rays beat the Astros 3-2. And the Red Sox beat the Mets 2-0. And in that game, Walker Buehler and Alex Cora were ejected after some kind of umping argument, some kind of call at the ump. The Nationals beat the Braves 5-3. The Pirates beat the Reds 1-0. The Cubs beat the Marlins 14-1. And the Guardians were postponed with the Twins. So that's around the horn right now. Around the horn. And in basketball, I think we have a game. The Knicks start playing tomorrow against the Pacers, but right now we've got the Timberwolves and the Thunder tied at 50 in the third quarter. So, Brandon, Bellinger and Goldschmidt they're both hitting better than the guy that left, right? Thankfully for the Yankees. So, this is all credit to Brian Cashman for these pickups. Great replacements. He pivoted brilliantly, right? I think Juan Soto will be fine. I wish him well. But he pivoted. He needed to, first of all, right? And he pivoted brilliantly. Got us a frontline starting pitcher, got us a first baseman and an elite outfielder, all of whom are playing fantastic. So this puts us yeah, Brandon. He's never going to get credit for that. I know there's a lot of fans who just refuse to give him credit for anything. So for whatever reason, they're 4.5 on the Red Sox. If the Red Sox lose, it goes back to 5. If the Red Sox win, it goes to 4. So they're 4.5 up on the Red Sox, 5 up on Toronto, 6.5 up on Tampa Bay, and 12.5 up on Baltimore. Baltimore is 16 games under 500. They have the White Sox are 14-34. Baltimore is 15-31. So the White Sox have the second worst record in baseball. The Colorado Rockies have the worst, 8-39. So there's that. But it is deeper and more well-rounded. I do. That was the goal, Beagle. Got to match the green, man. Got to match it. But we will, Tiffany. We will. Yep. No doubt about it. Oh, yeah. And again, we have guys that aren't really doing much on the offensive side that once they start doing a little bit more, once the reinforcements come back, like Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Volpe will probably move down in the lineup where he should be, and some other folks. I did, Stephen B. Yeah, thank you. He's been nothing short of fantastic with this team. Really has. I mean, he's been used quite a bit recently, but his stats are right now. People are not really saying too much about him, but let's pull up his stats. He's 35 years old too. Right now, he's 1-2 with a 2.66 ERA, 35 Ks and 23 innings pitched, with a WHIP of .97. Anything under 1 or around 1 is a very good WHIP. Yeah, they could. Yeah, I mean, it's weather permitting on Thursday. Yeah, they did. I mean, it's not only Matt Blake, but it's a conversation that he had with Matt Harkey, the bullpen coach. That kind of, he got his head right, and he does have good stuff. And he worked on the things that Matt Blake was working on with him, and Mike Harkey was talking to him about during spring training. He made his adjustments, and he's applying it in the regular season, so that's good. It's good. So he's looking good. Will Warren's looking good. Um, Devin Williams is looking good, right? So, you know, the new blood are adapting nicely, are really adapting nicely. So, yeah, but Warren at 10 strikeouts now. That's 4 games in a row. I think he has at least 8 Ks. That's fantastic. And Judge is up to 403. Yep. Yes, indeed. No, I think even if he comes back down to earth, I could still see him hitting 350, 360, which is a monster year, an absolutely monster year. So, yeah, I mean, Volpe's around 240 right now, just a little under 240. So we can get him up to 250. I'd be happy with that with Volpe. 250, 260, that'd be good. But Devin is, he's making some adjustments. He's trusting his fastball more, which is good because he's got a big fastball. So, and now he's mixing it with his off-speed pitches, his changeup and everything else, which is fantastic. Palvis, right? Yeah. Yes, indeed. So, and this, again, clean, stress-free win for the Yankees. We need more wins like that. I mean, you guys know how much the Yankees have raised our blood pressure over the last couple of years with some of these games. It's a little bit less stressful on us now, at least right now with the game. So I'm hoping that stays that way. Yeah, Warren was fantastic. It was fantastic. And like I said, Ken, each game he's kind of getting better in some facet of his repertoire, in some facet of his game, right? So he's becoming a more complete pitcher. He's showing the promise that the Yankees have had for him, right? And he's showing why the Yankees really regard him highly. So, which is good. So, yeah, Norm, George Wendt today passed. Yeah, from Cheers. Yes, indeed. 78, I think he's 78 years old. 76 years old. Paranormal, I mean, it was Will Warren, 10 strikeouts. Aaron Judge, 2-run shot. Ben Rice, I think it was a 2-run shot also. So just clean clutch hitting from the Yankees. And they kept the Rangers at offensive bay. I mean, Jonah Heim got a home run in the 9th off of being Hamilton. But aside from that, Simeon does look like Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Yeah, Devin Williams, the ERA just keeps getting, and Will Warren too. And that's why people they get fixated of what the April stats. Oh my God, Devin Williams ERA. Look at Emmanuel Clase. He was the same area. So, and these are some of the best relievers in the game. You give up 1 run in 1 inning, your ERA is like 1,000. So, and sometimes guys only pitch an inning. So it's different when you pitch. You pitch 6 innings, give up 1 run. The ERA looks a hell of a lot different. So, yeah, I mean Hill. I'm curious to see what Hill. But if we get a healthy Hill and productive Schmidt and a productive Warren, then we'll be all right. We're gonna be all right, man. I will say. I mean, we know it is a good problem to have. We know that Stroman's not gonna be back, and and like the fact of the matter is, I quietly think that his trade value is going up, even though he's not pitching. You know why? Why I say that? Because he's not going to hit that 140 innings threshold. Therefore, that option for 2026 is not going to get triggered. So a team will be willing to take a hit on him, take a bite on him for the rest of the season if he's willing to pitch, if he's able to pitch. So it's all but guaranteed that option is not going to trigger now, which that option was what was pushing teams away. Now, yeah, he might be tradable. So I doubt they move Hill to the bullpen. I honestly doubt that. His rookie of the year last year was a star, so I doubt it. Yeah, it is a good problem to have with Cole coming back, man. No doubt about it, man. Illmatic, what's good, brother? What has happened? It's all good here, man. I've had a sick house, so we're just getting past that. I had 3 sick kids and a sick wife, so just getting past that. Knock on wood for me, I was able to so far, and I hope continue to dodge it. So, but yeah, hot take, but it's not going to happen. But unless you can get somebody really good on in a bat, but I don't know who you would trade Schmidt for. That's my question. Like, if you had to trade Schmidt, or if you could trade Schmidt or Hill, which one would you trade? Who would you trade? That's right, Palvis. Nurse, cook, bodyguard. Got to do all. Got to do them. Got to wear multiple hats, man. Peraza, you mean Oswaldo Cabrera? He won't be back until next year. Oswaldo Cabrera. Jake Boss, yeah, I feel the same way, boss. And I don't know about Stroman. I really don't know. If he's healthy and can throw, I can see a team taking a flyer on him, especially if they know that that option is not going to get triggered. No. Yeah, Matic, it sucks, man, being sick. It sucks. It's just fatigue. It's just, body feeling just shredded, man. Lorenzo would trade Schmidt. Okay. Brain fart. Yeah, you seen. Warren was fantastic today. You could see a DFA. Yeah, I could see that too. What's good to see, though? What's happening, man? Everybody smack that like button, by the way, to get the likes up, just to celebrate this Yankee win. Clean win. And this is a good game to get, because tomorrow will be tough with Jacob deGrom on the mound. So we don't know what to expect from him. But he's kind of back to his Jacob deGrom ways. So Yamamoto, he's having to go so far, so good. Yamamoto's pretty good. They need him to be good, because that rotation is just shredded right now. Glasnow on the IL. Snell's on the IL. Roki Sazaki's on the IL. They just put Kirby Yates on the IL. Like, half the team is on the IL, the Dodgers. So they're going through the similar stuff that the Yankees went through with all these injuries. It sucks. It sucks. But other guys are getting opportunities. Yeah. And they just released Chris Taylor as well. Yeah. Yeah, Warren. Snell's on a 60 DIL. Yeah, man. That's crazy, like Snell. Shoulder, too. They just gave him $180 million for 4 years. Some craziness like that. No. Yeah. I don't know. It's too early to tell you, Scene. But if they get rained out, I wouldn't be surprised. I will probably have a better idea tomorrow. So we'll see, Palace. We'll see if we can get a sweep. This is a tough team to sweep, the Rangers. The Rockies would be the team to sweep, but the Yankees have also played down. Like, they have recently, over the last couple of years, they haven't played well against crappy teams. So that's an area where they can use to improve on. President of Puppy, yeah, kind of Illmatic. Exit to life. You got that right. Curry and O'Neill talking tonight about how everyone thought the Dodgers were going to win every game. People came in here and said the same thing. Oh, just give the Dodgers the World Championship. Just give it to them. There's no, like, people were saying that when they signed Roki, when they signed Tanner Scott. People just, give them the championship. I said, no, it ain't that easy, man. They have to win the division first, right? So they got swept by the Angels. Yeah, man. Even the best teams go through these ruts and get hurt and get swept. Yeah. When the Yankees were winning 100 games, we got our asses handed to us by teams like the Royals that when they were really bad. They were losing 100 games, and we were winning 100 games. We couldn't beat the crappy teams. It's a crazy thing, but it's the reality, unfortunately. So, yeah, the Rays Tampa, man, freaking crazy, man. The Dodgers bullpen is giving up 27 homers. Holy crap, I did not hear that. Dang. Yeah, transparency. I think this Yankees team could be better than last year. It's a different team, and I could see them being a more exciting team to watch, especially in the postseason. I could see it. So I want to see these guys play well in the postseason. And at least, they still haven't found their whole identity yet, because they don't know what it's going to be like with Stanton. They have like 5 pitchers that are not here, so their identity has not yet been established. No. Yeah, without Cole, and they're doing all this stuff without Cole, without Hill, without Stanton. So, yeah, that's right, Celia. You got to win games when you got that right. Orioles, yeah, they do, Ilmatic. I don't know why, but you know. And the Dodgers, yeah, I mean, Dodgers starting pitching is just bludgeon right now. So this is the time if teams are going to feast on the Dodgers and try to win as many games as possible. This is the time for the teams to do that. The Yankees get the Dodgers, I think, the end of next week, and Dodger Stadium for 3 games. So hopefully the Yankees can feed on them too. But we'll see. The Dodgers are good, man. Regardless, they're good. Brandon, what's up, brother? Yeah, Will Warren, man. Yeah. Yeah. Orioles lose 5-2. Yeah, dude. It's amazing how terrible the Orioles are right now. It's crazy. And yes, he is, right? Great cakes for fight. Yeah. And like even when Stanton comes back, I wouldn't play him every single day. I would, whether it's like every other day or 2 days on, 1 day off, but do something to ease him back in. That way you give guys like Ben Rice more opportunities to play. You can even give Goldschmidt a day off once per week, right? And Stanton you phase him in. And that's all of a sudden that's 3 or 4 games that Rice is guaranteed to play. And you play him one of the and then he's playing 4 or 5 games a week, which is more than he played last year. Right, which is a step in the right direction for him. I don't want him to go from 130 at bats to 600 this year. Let him go to 300 to 400. He doesn't need to make this monster jump. No, I think it's got to be gradual progression with these guys. No, once Hill comes back, I don't know. Transparent. That's a good question. I don't know. Once Hill comes back. I don't know. Are they still going to go Yarborough when Hill comes back? Does Yarborough make them not really need to call up Winans or Messenger or Schlittler, right? It's going to be. This is an interesting scenario. Like I said repeatedly, like I would hate to be Boone having to make these decisions, but I would love to be a fly on the wall, just listening into that war. I'm like, what the hell are we going to do? I'm really curious to see what discussions they're having, right? So he is too good at bat to sit. That's why you play him on a regular basis. Even if you give him 4 games a week, he's still going to get almost 400 at bats. Yeah. I think Cashman will make some moves at some point, probably at the deadline. The Yankees don't panic really, and they always are prepared for the deadline. So, and they're not going to panic in May. Well, that's the thing too. We need. I'm glad we're getting length from Rodon. I'm glad we're getting length from Warren, right? And some of these other guys now too. We're getting length from Freed. So as long as they keep giving us length, and so that we're not needing to overuse the relievers, then the better off we're going to be. So, but yeah, I mean, like if this all depends on too if Goldie comes back. If Goldie does not come back, then you have first base pretty much open for Ben Rice. So, and it could be his that had to be had next year. So, and it's just unfortunately they'll have to wait their turn, especially if she's not going to say Goldschmidt right now. So, I like Dillinger in left too. He's a great outfielder. Yeah, and it's like people get angry about the lineup. Like, what the hell's Baron Boone? They keep winning games with these lineups. You don't mess with it if it's working, really. No. Yeah, like Alcantara. He's another one. Like, can Matt Blake make him better? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think any of us knows. But if you keep switching like this, there's no way I'm going to give up big prospect capital for him. No way. I don't think Bellinger's going to opt out, in all honesty. If he plays well, I don't think he's going to opt out. Unless he has like an MVP type season. Kyle Tucker, they might, but I'm hoping that Bellinger stays, and I'm hoping that Spencer Jones makes big leaps too. so that they don't have to pay $500 million for Kyle Tucker. So yeah, this is a solid lineup. It's not flashy, but it works. I do think Volpe would probably be better suited, move down a little bit in the lineup. But aside from that, this lineup it's working. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we'll see where Kyle Tucker goes. Trade Alcantara for Big Mac and apple pies. Sounds like a fair trade, actually. Sounds like a pretty, like an even swap. Yeah. 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 Rice, I mean, we got Rice for 5 years on the cheap. Like, take advantage of it. Smart kid. He's got a good bat. He's a good player. So I think the same thing, Rob. At Goldschmidt's age, I think if he wants to come back, it's going to be on 1-year deals, right? And then he'll just go from there. But these like Goldie and Ben Rice could make Munetaka Murakami irrelevant. There he is. My man Ace is in the building. What's good, Ace? This is a great win, man. Just clean, good pitching, clutch hitting, like timely. It's just with the Marlins DFA Alcantara. Well, number one, you've seen. I don't think they're going to do that. But keep in mind, if DFA designated for assignment, the pitcher has options. You can either accept your assignment, in which case you go to the minors and you'd still be with the team. If you reject your assignment, then you become a free agent. At that point, he can become a free agent. And then the Yankees can sign him. If he became a free agent, I think the Yankees would sign him because I don't think they're going to trade a lot of prospect capital for him. And at the way he's pitching, it doesn't make sense to him. Yeah, same here, right? Yeah, just put the ball in the gap, Brian Volpe, and use your speed, man. Let the other guys drive you in. Yeah. 100%, man. I mean, like, you're like, right now, I'm very happy with Paul Goldschmidt. And I would be fine if they brought him back next year. But at this point, I don't think they're going to, I don't think he's going to sign up for like a 3-year deal. I think it's going to be 1-year deals after this. Because what is he, 37 or 38? So, yeah. Yeah, and Boone is kind of like, he's keeping most of the guys consistent, but he's maneuvering some pieces around in the lineup, and it's working. So Dylan Caesar's not good tonight. See, like these top pitchers that are going to be expensive, and at this point, like, well, the Padres, I can't see them trading Caesar King, especially if they're contending. So the Marlins, I could see them moving on for Alcantara because they suck. So, and that's all this without Jazz too. Exactly. No Stanton, no Jazz, no Cole, no Hill. Some of our big productive pieces are not here. So, yeah. But Sandy's got a big arm, Andrew Ticknick. He's got a big arm. He just has to harness it. Maybe Matt Blake can harness it better than the coaches over in Miami. Maybe. Or maybe he goes somewhere else. Like, and because there's a lot of teams that could take him. I mean, the Dodgers can trade for him right now, too. That's for all we know. Especially with all the injuries they have to their starting pitchers. So, yeah, I know Lombard's not going to take Volpe's spot. I don't think Lombard's going to be the shortstop here. He's going to be a third baseman, I think. I think they're keeping the hot corner hot, warm for him. I can't see. I mean, I think Lombard will be here with Volpe. That's what I'm looking at. But again, I could be wrong too. But Volpe's not as bad as people say he is either. So many people just want Volpe like out of here, and which is kind of crazy. Oswald Peraza is cleaner and short than Volpe too, but Volpe doesn't really have a problem getting to the ball. I think Lombard and Volpe will be a better combination of transparency. I didn't see what you're saying though, but we'll see what happens, man. Stanton's supposed to return late June, early July. You see, that's what we're hearing. Better arm, so third base is better fit for Lombard. Yeah, Jazz. Yeah, Jazz has been working out. He's been doing his thing, so I expect him to return sooner than later. You know, Jacob, nice. Guardians, Dodgers, go Guardians, baby, go Guardians. Bobby Whitten, yeah, he won't. He just signed a huge contract with the Royals, so Bobby Witt's not going anywhere. I don't blame the Royals for locking him up to like a $200+ million contract, which they did last offseason. They had to. He's their franchise player. He's such a good player. They'll never go tonight. Sammy, I mean, Wells is another one. He's projected to probably hit 20 home runs as a catcher, which is pretty decent for a catcher. And I don't know who these people hyping him up. They're just like, why are they doing that? Why are they hyping up Jason Dominguez? Why are they hyping up all these other players? Just let these guys be themselves. He does a really good job at handling the pitchers, Austin Wells. So that's not to be underestimated. Jacob Judge was 2 for 4. He had a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. He 16th home run. Jacob Petruzzi, what's up, man? 16th home run. He has 43 ribbies too. So he's on pace for like 50 home runs and like 140 RBIs again. So when they might Rayo, they may platoon Jazz. I mean, they might platoon DJ around. Because he could also play first. He could play third. So yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, some people are calling for Jazz to be at third and DJ be at second. I don't know. Yeah, Jose Trevino's doing a good job over there. So is Tommy Canely. So is Gleyber Torres. Like, good for them. Good for them. I always liked Jose Trevino. I always liked him. But I like that they got Fernando Cruz back for him. So that was a good trade for the Yankees. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Jay. I mean, we'll see what DJ does, where he goes. But he's another guy that I would not be playing every day. I'd be kind of phasing him in and out, just like with Stanton, especially if these guys keep getting hurt. So Jazz has a ridiculous arm. He's got a great arm. 40 likes. All right, 60 people in here. Keep smacking that thumbs up, gang, if you don't mind. 9 straight. Wow, Joshua. The Orioles are terrible. They're awful. Fernando Cruz has been one of the better acquisitions for Brian Cashman. So was Tim Hill. So was some of these other guys like Luke Weaver. People were calling these dumpster dives moves. Remember that? I remember I was at a car dealership waiting for my car to get serviced when they signed Luke Weaver. And I put out that video. People were like, he's a dumpster dive. He's a bum. Who's Cashman doing blah, blah, blah. Look at the people he brings in. He has a good eye for talent. YouTube transparency. He has a good eye for acquiring the right player, especially in the bullpen. When he knows Matt Blake can, do great things with the bullpen. I'm sure he meets with Blake and say, hey, how can you make this guy better? How can you make that guy better? And so on. So, these guys definitely do a powwow to see what can be done. Mm-hmm. Great, exactly. We can't have great acquisitions, right? Exactly. You got to get rid of Cashman. You got to get rid of him, man. No doubt about it, right? My apologies for the brain fart. But yeah, there is nobody better than Cashman when it comes to the bullpen. Nobody. Yeah. Gallen, he might be, but he's from Philadelphia area. So my guess is I'm going to predict he signs with the Phillies right now because they're going to have to replace Taijuan Walker. That's my guess. But the Yankees might go after him too. It depends on how they play with this year. So, and Orioles, well, I don't know, Rob, because the Orioles he drafted Jackson Halliday, drafted Adley Rutschman, a lot of these guys. It's not the GM's job to develop the players, but I do think the GM did not do a good enough job replacing Corbin Burns, because losing Corbin Burns just hurt the Orioles bad. They didn't really replace him, so which is a big reason they're not playing right now, playing well. They had a chance to, but We also heard about this new ownership group. They were going to be aggressive. They were going to spend and do all the big trades. They didn't really do anything. So I would also hold the ownership to account too for not doing, not doing the things that they need to do, not putting the teams in a position to take that next step forward because they were damn good last year. Knicks Thunder, be good finals. I'd like to see Knicks Timberwolves too. Get Towns going back against Randall with that trade. It'd be fun either way. It's gonna be fun. I just hope that the Knicks make the finals. Pacers not going to be, a pushover. There's no way. I appreciate that, CeeLo, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words, man. Love you like that you remember the family, bro. Love it. And Brandon, yeah, salary. This is something that I hope they talk about in the next CBA because we got to stop penalizing the teams that spend on the top and then rewarding the teams that pocket revenue sharing money and don't do anything. Right? There should be a penalty. If you don't have at least this amount of salary spent or payroll, then you gotta have to forfeit draft picks. You gotta have to drop it. Something's gotta happen. Instead of penalizing teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees, you get somebody over the cone threshold, you drop 10 spots in the draft. Oh, and by the way, you got to give up $130 million of your profits for revenue sharing too for teams like the Pirates who don't spend the money, who have all this money and won't sign guys like Paul Skeens. It's just the logic is like mind-boggling. It's completely unfair too. The guys that the teams that invest in their products, Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, Mets, these are the teams that get punished by the powers that be in baseball. Okay? Well, Chris, shout out to your wife, CeeLo. Really, much love to your wife. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, man, for blessing us with CeeLo. We really appreciate that. So kudos to your wife. High interest at something, Ray. It's got and if you're gonna pocket the money, you got to give it back. What did the hell what did the Pirates do? What did the Marlins do? They didn't do dick. And they pocketed all this money. At least the A's signed some guys. They signed Luis Severino. They signed some guys. They extended Brett Rooker. At least they invested some of their money. And guess what? It's paying off. They're playing well. Right? The Rays don't spend exactly. What the hell, man? Salary cap, I don't see. I don't think the union would ever allow it. The Marlins, the Pirates, a lot of these teams, man. A lot of these teams. Jock Peterson's always clutch, man. Well, exactly, Ray. There's got to be some consequences, man. It's not fair. It's not fair, right, Consiglietti? Consiglietti, we might need to send you out there to talk to some people. We're going to have to straighten some of these situations out, man. We might never have a sit down with some of these union members and some of these folks. The commissioner, the new commissioner, might have to have a sit down. Skeens is fed up with the Pirates, which is one reason probably why all this baloney is being peddled all over social media right now. These aren't rumors, they're lies. They have not put them on the market. The Yankees have not shown that they're interested. The Yankees never leak interest in somebody. Never. They just trade for the guy. Right? So, the stuff that's being peddled right now are lies. You have a beat writer saying that they should capitalize, and I don't disagree. They should capitalize and try to get as much as they can for Skeens. Sure. They're not going to, but they have him for 5 years on the cheap. So why would they? Right? He's their franchise player. I don't think people go there to see, their first baseman. I don't even know what the hell their first baseman is. People go there to see Skeens. He's a beast. Teams aren't saying that, which is why I don't really, find that article very credible with Passan. Right? I haven't heard any team express interest publicly on Skeens. Of course, they're going to do it privately, sure. Who doesn't want to get a guy like Skeens? But you imagine the price? Could you imagine the price? He's going to be Yankee like Allen. Exactly, CeeLo. Exactly. And people are just, they're trying to gin up a lot of attention right now with Paul Skeens. I'd be shocked if he got traded. It is clickbait.com, so exactly. We're going to have a sit down with some of these clickbait channels too, man. And stop gaslighting people, man. Yamamoto passed on him. Roki Sasaki passed on him. So, yeah. Paul Skeens, agent? Let's see. I'll tell you right now. Paul Skeens, the beast, the absolute beast, is represented by ISE Baseball, not Scott Boras, which is good. But if he keeps pitching well, he's going to get paid regardless. Sorry, my apologies, CeeLo. I don't know who the Pirates' first baseman. Why am I drawing a blank? I apologize for that. He's not. No, it's not. It's ISE Baseball, CWA. It's not Scott Boras. If he keeps pitching his way, he's easily going to get 300. Now I got to look this up for CeeLo because now CeeLo might be mad with me, man. Let's see. He might be mad at me. I don't want CeeLo to be mad at me, man. Let's see. The Pirates roster. Spencer Horwitz and Emmanuel Valdez are their first baseman, according to their roster. Is that right, CeeLo? Spencer Horwitz and Emmanuel Valdez. Okay. All right. A Big Mac out by Fries long drink. Get that. Yeah. Oh, man. Could you imagine that? Yeah, I'll be right over with I'll bring them a bag and say, you put Paul Skeens in my car. I'll even throw in an apple pie for you. So, 2 apple pies. Mason Miller's another one. Yo, and FE's in the building, brother. What's happening, man? What's going on? Trading. Oh, my God. What's going on, NFE? My man from the Strike Zone. Anybody that's not subscribed to NFE in the Strike Zone, please do that. One of the great guys out there. One of the great channels out there. Guys, family. We want to support our family. Yes, indeed. Ken, the ugly truth. Got to make sure you do that too. And NFE and I, we're partnering with Joe and NY Yankee Mania podcast. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, please do that as well. We get on there periodically with Joe, and we talk about different things. And he invites people on a regular basis too, including Jonathan and CT Cars and Nathan Ramachandra. And yeah. Do I see Ryan McMahon getting traded for it? Yeah. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. Like they told him last year, but that was also at the trade deadline. Like he didn't want to get traded and move his family mid-season and all that stuff. I get that. But now, I don't know. I mean, the Rockies are so freaking bad. I mean, the Cubs could use him. The Dodgers can use. There are teams that could use him. The Yankees could use him too. And again, but he's also not killing the ball either. He's not lighting up the stat sheet. So I don't know how much it would cost. And he's got a couple controllable years left too. Do I think Cash is making a trade right now? Probably not, but you never know. Can't sleep on Cash. Would I trade Roderick Arias for Mason Miller? For Roderick Arias? I mean, in a heartbeat. I would drive them myself. If you can get Mason Miller for Roderick Arias, yeah, I'll put him in a car. I'll take him to a steakhouse every state. Feed him. Yeah. And bring back Mason Miller. Oh, my God, yeah. But that's going to cost. It's going to cost a lot. So. Yeah, man. Isotopes are horrible. Well, the Rockies, I mean, I'm curious to know, NFE, man. What do you think What can make the Rockies better, bro? What can make them better at this point? Obviously, I mean, Chris Bryant's been his contract's been an albatross on there. He hasn't been healthy, so I wish he was healthy because he was such a good player when he was with the Cubs, man. Right? No, but what else can the Rockies do to get better? I mean, and should they train Ryan McMahon? Probably. They're, that's what I hope the Yankees go in there and they play well against them. But like, just don't know. Just don't know. I mean, I want us to play well against Jacob deGrom tomorrow. I want us to beat deGrom. So, deGrom against Ryan Yarbrough. It's going to be a good game. So, for those that don't know, Thursday's game's going to be around 12 o'clock, 12 noon. Then they have to travel out west and go to the Rockies. And then after that, I think they have the Angels, then they have the Dodgers. So, they're going to be like a 9-game West Coast trip. No. Yeah, I mean, the Rockies ownership, the Orioles ownership, like, the ownership is not doing right by these franchises, man. Really. His son's going to be at the Rockies game on Friday nights. NFE's going to be at the Rock. All three of the Rocky games. All three Rockies, Yankees games. Representing, man. Representing. Love it, man. I freaking love it. That's what I'm talking about. We'll see what happens with the Rockies. I don't know. Like I said, like some teams that like the Yankees have a tendency to run into these teams and teams that aren't playing well, and then they wind up pounding the Yankees. So just don't know. I hope it's better this year. I hope it's different this year. I hope the Yankees play well against the teams that are not playing that well. So, but they've had this, cooties over the last couple of years. They get their asses kicked by the worst teams in baseball. I don't know why, but they just do. But like I said, this is not a new thing either. Even like 98, when they were winning 100 games, the Yankees could not beat the Royals, and the Royals were losing 100 games. Right? Like, I don't know why. The Dan Quisenberry Royals. Like, what do you remember who was on the damn team? Geronimo Baroa? Like, I don't remember. Yeah, like, this is where if the Yankees were, would be wise to take advantage of this and try to sweep them and try to gain some momentum. Try to continue to pad this lead they have in the division. That way, if they happen to fall into a rut at some point, they have some more cushion, right? Because there's not really much cushion in some of these other divisions. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Rocky series. I want to see the ball travel in the Rocky series, and I'm hoping I like Ryan McMahon. I want to watch him play. I want to see Chris Bryant play. Like, I want to see Judge hopefully hit a home run in Colorado. Cody Bellinger, like some of these other guys, Ben Bryce. Like, I want to see some. We might see. Well, I just saying this earlier, Steve, too. Like, Ian Hamilton might be one of the relievers that's going to be on the hot seat with recent performances, especially with all these relievers that they have coming back. He might be a guy that gets put on the short leash. He might be on thin ice, especially after giving up Jonah Heim's home run tonight, and because he's done it a couple times. I like Ian Hamilton, but he might be a guy that might be vulnerable when guys like Beater come back and then some of these other dudes come back, right? So we have like 4 or 5 relievers that have yet to come back. So we definitely have some reinforcements coming, some fresh arms coming. So that's going to be tough. There's going to be some tough calls to be made by Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone. Mm-hmm. Position maybe. Like I mentioned, I got Cooper Hummel earlier. He's a utility guy that they signed in April very quietly. And, he batted pretty well. He was, he just came off the IL. So if he gets off to a good couple weeks, he's an easy replacement for like somebody like Pablo Reyes. So, and it's an improvement on the bench. Plus, he's a switch hitter. And we lost our switch hitter with Oswaldo Cabrera for the season. So, yeah, it is a different Hamilton. He was nasty 2-3 years ago. I like watching him because he sweats through his uniform all the time, like Carlos Rodon. These guys look like it could be 35 degrees, and it looks like they're 150 degrees. These guys are like drenching their uniforms. It's like, what the, my God. It's crazy. Peraza has been struggling too. Just not with not too much with the defense. He made a great play today. hmm Yeah, I think he will upgrade the bench. I think they will come around the deadline, and they'll continue to tweaks and just tinker with the roster in the meantime, based on who becomes available. So, and like we don't, that's the other problem. We don't know who's going to become available in July, especially with the expanded playoffs now. There's more teams competing for it. There's going to be less teams who are willing to trade pieces. So it makes it hard to do business at the trade deadline for teams like the Yankees. So from the Yankees, I want to be proactive about it. I want to jump on it early. Yeah, you got Cousins coming back. I mean, you got Brent Hedrick. You got Clayton Beater. We've got a bunch of dudes coming back. So right-handed bat too, like Jesus Rodriguez. In-house guy. He's a right-handed bat. And he's got a good bat too. So he's a guy we keep in mind. I know people are still pushing Nolan Arenado. I get it. But they might get similar production from Jesus Rodriguez versus Nolan Arenado and save $17 million, right? So in-house, he's a AAA already. All you do is bump him up. So that's it. You trade for Arenado, even if he makes $10 million for the rest of the year, that's going to cost $20 for the Yankees because of where they're at in terms of their payroll over the Cohen threshold. They're taxed at 110% for every dollar spent, being multiple offenders. So it's going to be, and Stanton's coming back too. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm's going to also be back too. We're going to get two significant bats back in this lineup. And like, who are the two guys that you sit? Who the hell do you sit? So, like, it's a good problem to have, but it's also a tough situation. Yankees out, Tarp on the field. Tarp on the field? Jonathan, what do you mean? Raining already? I keep hearing the Yankees are not interested in Arenado too, but where have we heard that before? So it just happened. Jojo Romero might be an option. But like, this is the thing too with, is he better than the guys that they have coming back? Don't know. Right? That's the other question. The $1 million question. Yeah. Possible rain out time. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. The rain out tomorrow, do they play a doubleheader on Thursday? Which would be crazy. If I had to, Ray, if I was going to choose between the two, probably Reyes. Vivas he's good at working long at bats. He looks like he's got a little bit of soda in him when it comes to that, working at bats and stuff. So he's on the lefty side. So if they were going to move on from one of those guys, my guess is going to be Pablo Reyes if Stanton comes back, or when he comes back. That's my guess right now, Reyes. The weather is supposed to be crappy on Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow, hopefully not. But you never know. Never know. Yeah. But all in all, they won tonight. That's all that matters. So it was a great win. I'm happy. Let me let you go. Go have a great night, gang. I want to thank you all for coming on. Hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. Appreciate you all. This is the best family, the best community out here, man. Really appreciate you. And CeeLo, my apologies to you for not knowing who the hell the Pirates' first baseman was. I should have. That's on me, bro. That's on me. But if it's, you would think so, Steve B. But we'll see. We'll see what the Yankees do. I'm not gonna, not give them the benefit of the doubt ahead of time. So I'd rather give them the benefit of the doubt. But we'll see, gang. Peace and love to all of yous. I'll see y'all tomorrow.